If a truck driver's salary would have gone up at the same pace that inflation has gone up, today drivers would be making 84 cents per mile. But nobody's making 84 cents per mile. So why in the world are driver pays not increasing year over year? I mean, have you ever thought about why driver pay rates are still 65 cents per mile for long haul drivers? I could have sworn they were the same at 2017, 18, 19. In this video, I'm gonna try to break it down for you as best as I can and explain to you, the audience, on what's happening in our industry and why we're not seeing an increase in driver pay rates. So let's get into it. Well, the first thing is we can honestly blame the fact that it's so easy to get a Class 1 license. I mean, think about it. 8 to 10 week program in the US and 3 to 4 weeks to get your license, your Class 1 license here in Canada. I mean, that's a joke, is it not? I mean, let's compare it to other industries. Becoming a plumber, becoming an electrician, becoming a welder, a diesel mechanic, any mechanic. I mean, you're looking at 2 to 4 years for any one of those industries. I mean, even a mortgage broker, I mean, would take a lot longer than becoming a Class 1 driver. Don't you guys think that it's time that we start putting a lot more restrictions on getting Class 1 licenses so our industry would benefit? I mean, if you withhold people from being able to get a Class 1 license so fast, it will definitely increase the need of truck drivers, and it would definitely increase the rate for truck drivers. So that's my point number one. I mean, definitely how easy it is to get a Class 1 license. The second thing I'm going to talk about is immigration. I mean, this is a hot topic all over the place. I mean, let's analyze what happens to the trucking industry when there's an influx of immigrants. Now, I could tell you that we here in Canada are going through the same thing of what you guys are going through in the US with an influx of immigration coming into our country. I think we all know that no immigrant can wait 2 to 4 years to get licensed before they start producing money. Why not get into trucking? I mean, we all know that it was considered really good money. And what else are you gonna do? So let's dive a little bit deeper on the negative effects of immigration on the trucking industry. So number one, don't forget, when a lot of people come into Canada or the US, when they choose to go into trucking, because it's so easy to get licensed, it's very quick, the turnaround time is fast, it's 3 to 4 weeks in Canada, we're talking about 8 to 10 weeks in the US. Now I'm getting a job, now I'm working. So now if there's an influx of truck drivers in the market, obviously it suppresses the wages of other truck drivers. Well, guess what? Now we're all fighting for freight, and the freight rates are starting to push down. And we carriers and drivers, I mean, this is not good for any one of us. Who's it good for? Obviously the manufacturing plants, obviously the OEMs that are producing trucks. Obviously it's great for fuel because there's so much fuel that is being purchased when all these trucks are on the road. So everybody's benefiting, but it looks like the truck drivers and the carriers are really the ones suffering from this mass immigration. The third thing I'm going to talk about why drivers' pays are so low is because the perception of a stable employment. I mean, you ask anybody in the trucking industry on how confident they feel with their trucking job, today they'll tell you they don't feel confident at all. It doesn't matter which trucking company you're going to go to. They all have the layovers, they all have delays between loads, and they all have their waiting times right now. It's not good anywhere, especially with today's freight rates. Point number three, or this is point number four already. Well, it's because of all these closures. Now, when closures happen, there's a lot of drivers without jobs, and when there's a lot of drivers without jobs, there's a lot of truck drivers right now looking for jobs in the market. Now, as a carrier, when there's an influx of truck drivers in the market, that definitely suppresses pay rates of truck drivers. So if you have everybody in your fleet that's getting paid 65 cents, well, now if your fleet is full, now you're starting to push down on rates and hiring at 62 cents. And if your fleet is full at 62, then you're going to hire at 60 cents. Because at the end of the day, the carriers and mega carriers, they're looking at their bottom line and they're looking at what's happening in the industry because they are getting destroyed. These carriers are getting destroyed out there with the freight rates that are happening. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is very, very controversial, and that's really my opinion. So I feel like the government has their hand in too many things. And when the government gets involved in the trucking industry, this is bad for everybody. Why is it bad? Because it's definitely pushing more drivers into our industry. All these government grants, all these subsidies, all these second career fundings, I mean, that is not good for anybody, especially us not in the trucking industry. We don't need another wave of truck drivers, these constant waves of truck drivers coming into the industry, because it suppresses people's pay that are in the industry and it does not give the value of a truck driver. I mean, I can honestly look at my truck driver list from 15 years ago. I can pull it up, all the drivers that used to work for ET Transport 15 years ago, and I can guarantee you that 75% of those drivers are no longer in trucking. We don't have a problem with drivers driver shortage in our industry, and I hate to see all these articles about driver shortage. We have a problem with driver retention. We have a problem with pay rates. We have a problem with the fact that inflation over the last 5 years, and here's just a quick little chart that I did, and I really want to share this with you because it'll give you, a good indication of what in the world is happening with our pay rates versus inflation. So on the left-hand side, I have percent. So in 2019, the inflation rate was 1.81. In 2020, it was 1.23. In 2021, it was 4.71. Now, on the right-hand side, I have the pay rates of truck drivers. I remember what we used to pay back in 2019. It was 65 cents per mile. I know what we're paying right now, and it's still 65 cents per mile. But inflation has gone up, which means that if a truck driver's salary would have gone up at the same pace that inflation has gone up, today drivers would be making 84 cents per mile. But nobody's making 84 cents per mile. I mean, the cost of living has gone up, homes have gone up, the cost of equipment has gone up, everything has gone up, groceries, food, I mean, you name it, everything has gone up, except the driver's salary. One of the biggest reasons that I blame is us, the people within the industry. We are not united and we are not together as one. So hopefully this video brought you some insight on what in the world is happening with driver pay rates. I'd really love to hear a lot of what you guys have to think out there. So guys, I have done a full video on the effects of trucking because of mass immigration. It's a full 10-minute video just about mass immigration and the effects of trucking. So if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna enjoy that one. I'm Ronen, and I'll catch you in my next video.